Welcome back to the Bimbo and the Pro, everyone.
Welcome back.
In today's episode or video, we're just going to be talking about each other.
So just keep playing, okay? It's going to be interesting, I promise.
So if you find us interesting, keep on watching. With today's video. First thing, how long have we been cousins? How long have we been in each other's lives? Like, let's give a little background of that.
I went to DR for the first time. We're Dominican. I went to DR for the first time when I was 6, and that's where I met her. Shut up, you loved me.
Now, let me tell you my life before she came. I was the youngest one of my, like...
Yeah, the life before I came, oh my gosh, her whole 6 years of a great life that she had before I came and ruined it all.
I had a cousin in DR that I was really close with, right? And that's from my dad's side. So, shut up. And then when so I felt like...
I'm just yawning.
Cállate, so I can explain. It's gonna get good. I'm gonna say something so you forget. I'm gonna be mean.
Okay,
anyway,
good.
No. So I felt like I had a bond with somebody on my dad's side of the family. She was the only cousin that I had a bond with. But with my mom's side of the family, all my cousins were older. I was the youngest.
They were ready to cry.
So I felt like left out. Kind of like left out. Like, yeah, like they would drag me along, but it was like, you know, a little cousin just dragging along with
I didn't know
you.
that.
Whatever. Anyways, so we would like play around or whatever, but like I always felt like no one's on my level, you know what I mean? But then Kati came and I'm like, okay, finally, there's another younger cousin.
What? Pause. I was not at your level. You was not at my level. Let's get that clear.
You're right. I was here and you were down here, but I said like somebody lower than me, you know, like they can bully her instead of me, and they never bullied me.
No. You gotta get to my level. I've taken you throughout the years. I brought you up to my level.
All right, let's make this short. Anyways, so then Kati came to DR. How was your experience there? That was the first time in DR, right?
I loved it. All the little boys liked me. It was like amazing.
We were 6. P.S. Everybody likes everybody when you go to DR.
If you got a visa, they love you.
Let me tell you something. If you're feeling lonely, if you feel unwanted, there's someone in DR for you. And I'm not saying it's all bad intentions. I'm just saying Dominican men like love women. Let's just say that.
And
so
women.
I didn't marry one.
And women.
Oh yeah,
over there.
Yeah, women over there. Gets down with the biz.
Anyways, okay, so I loved it. It was so different.
My back hurts.
It was just, it was just like so much family. And then I love how it was like, okay, como que en los tiempos de antes, like back then, everybody knew each other in like everywhere. I was 6. I couldn't step out, like in America. I couldn't step out my doorstep. Like I couldn't go outside. My mom would not let me.
You lived where?
Oh no, I lived in Florida at the time.
You lived in Miami?
Yeah. Pero until I was, I think, 18 legally, my mama didn't let me go out anywhere. Like I barely could go out.
Oh, yeah.
So here I was 6 and we would barely be home. Like everybody would be outside. All the little neighborhood kids were just be playing together all day long.
Climbing trees.
Yes, getting fruit and stuff, playing Power Rangers. I was the pink one.
I hated pink since I was little. Never cared for it. But you know what? I don't remember memories with us in a group.
I do.
You do? Like us too?
Oh, no, I don't. I can't remember you.
Because my mom never let me be at my grandmother's house because they were older cousins and because she knew that I was like that little annoying cousin.
Yeah, I remember me going to your house.
Yeah, so you came to my house a lot. My mom was always overprotective.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Because I had a lot of boy cousins and I had like an older cousin and she didn't really trust her like that. And like, I don't know, I guess it's different. You know, boys are like ruffing or like they're doing boy stuff. Like playing like rough and stuff like that.
We were playing Power Rangers.
I don't remember any Power Ranger games, but she remembers apparently. But we bonded when my mom would bring you to my house.
Yeah.
So that's basically how we started. We got along well in DR. Fun fact, one day we were playing in my backyard and my brother Pedro, I think he was going through that. Like
Next time, he does not deserve a shout out. So no shout out to Pedro.
Yeah, no, let's not tag him in here because he doesn't share our videos. But anyways, I think Pedro was going through like the opposite feeling of what I was going through. He felt like left out. So we were playing and I guess he felt left out. And Pedrito was like horrible. He was the worst kid you've ever met in your whole life. He was a nightmare of a child. And so we were playing and it was in the campo, right? Like I said. So there was like a plate. I don't know why. There was a freaking ceramic plate in the backyard, like just dug
in there.
Yeah,
like it was.
So he took it out, and then we were playing, like minding our business, and all of a sudden I just see him behind Kathy going like this, boom, and breaking. Like, breaking it. No, but like
don't save my life.
It was so quick. Shut up. It was so quick. So he broke it, and all I hear Kathy's like, and she's like, So that was a quick story, but that's one of our bonding stories. And then fast forward, you went back home.
Yep. Then we were 8.
And I went to her house.
Yes, her daddy finally got his papers legally the right way.
We had our papers.
You didn't. You didn't have your papers. I did. You did always.
Fun fact: I got my papers at 1.
Oh.
My first time in USA was not that one. You know, right?
It was the first time at my house. So.
We all learning about each other here. So I guess that they thought in their great heads that this is a great idea. They're gonna get along just fine because the three guys so nice. They sure didn't know Kathy. They thought she was nice.
They didn't know Vanessa. Little stuck up. I'm thinking, Americans maybe we would think we're better there. No, her little Dominican self thought she was better than an American. Like, mama, no.
What's better than this, honey? Okay, so we got to Miami. How did it feel for you? For me, to like having somebody in your house. Like, I never asked you that. How did it feel like just having someone who you don't really know in your house?
Oh, sure. I never actually thought about that. And I remember too. It felt like somebody was kind of interfering in my life. Like, my mom was being so cute to her. Now I was because I'm the baby too in my family. So everything was me. Now somebody else comes. Now they have to buy both of us stuff. Now everything for me now. So now everything they bought me, obviously they had to buy her so she wouldn't feel left out.
They didn't have to, but her mom, like, that's the one thing I love about your mom so much. Your mom made sure, she's so annoying, but her mom made sure that like anything she would do for Kathy, she did for me. And like she tried to make me feel as welcome as possible. So like that's one thing that, later on in my life, I didn't have, which your mom did. Like, she would have matching outfits. She would try, like, if there was food for Kathy, there had to be food for me.
That's why, yeah.
Anytime she would call, like, your older brother, she would question, like, oh, did Estrella eat? Did Kathy eat? Like, so yeah.
It was always, so it wasn't just me. I wasn't the princess anymore. There was, like, another one. It was, like, the princess and then, like, the stepsister. Like, the evil ugly stepsister. Like,
but, Cinderella.
So, yeah, that's how it was. Okay, I like this sometimes.
So then, but we got along and we would like play around a lot, right? We would play around. We would talk about DR. I tell her like DR stories about her boyfriend in DR because she had a boyfriend at 6. Kind of girl is that? But anyway, so yeah, we would tell each other stories. We'll do cuentos. Remember, like just telling each other stories, but like the Pepito stories I used to tell you. Yeah. And so for the most part, we got along. Fun. But Kathy would have these mood swings.
I told you, I'm the princess. She was interfering with that.
She was a brat, basically. So Kathy would like out of the nowhere just get like in these moods where she didn't want me around. And I'm not the type of person, never been since I was little, honey. I don't put up with much. So
You're right.
So anytime she was trying to get smart, like, listen. So yeah, I'll check her real quick. And then, you want to tell them the story?
Yeah, okay, I'm ready for that. Okay, so, okay. So, we would start, with a specific story. Which one? The one? Not the Lewis with the knife.
No, the one that I... Yeah, you don't hear that one. We should make a video of, like, me being psycho. Like, stories of me being psycho. That we can include in there.
That we would be here forever. Yes.
That'd be cool.
It was one time that I guess that we were playing or whatever, and then the phone rings. So she gets up and picks it up, right? No.
Yeah, but listen. So
Yeah.
it was a house phone. So they had caller ID. When I came to her house, her mom told me, my dad told me not to ever pick up the phone. So her mom told me, no, the only time you can pick up the phone, because she would work and leave us in the house. Too late to call CPS, but she would leave us alone in the house with her older brother.
Was like a teenager.
Yeah, he was a teen. So, to prevent anything, they'll tell us not to go outside, not to answer the phones. So, long story short, her mom told me if the phone says...
I thought I was telling the story.
I remember, no, just my side. This is my side of the story before you go on and say your side. So, her mom told me, you look at the zeros. If it says 0000, like all across, and it says New York in the bottom, it's probably your dad. So, you can pick up when it's that. So I saw that in the caller ID and I went and picked up the phone. But the thing is that previously to that, we were kind of mad at each other. I don't remember why. But you were kind of like mad at me. I was mad at you. And then I just went and grabbed the phone. And it's like, kids when one's trying to do something, but they're mad at each other, so the other one tries to do it. So you went to try to pick up the phone when I went and I already had the phone in my hands. And go ahead.
And so I told her after she finished, I was like, listen, this is not your house for you to be picking up my phone. So I told her how it is.
This is not your house, so don't be picking up the phone.
I was sassy.
You were
sassy. So then she was like, oh, it's not my house. Okay. So then she grabbed her bags, her luggage, 50 pounds, big ass bag that was bigger than her. So she was like, is that my house? Okay. She grabbed everything from all the drawers. She was like, I'm going home. I'm like, where the hell are you going? I was like, yeah, fine, bye.
No,
go to your house. The time I was, right? I didn't act like that yet.
No, I was like, I'm leaving then. And then you were like, well, I think you probably said that once, like, oh, I don't care or something. But you were like, fine, like, you didn't do that.
I didn't?
It's like that, like, when you have that moment that people tell you something and like, you don't know what to say back, so you'd be like, you were like that. You were like confused. Like, are you actually doing this? Like, what the hell?
Me most of the time.
And then I'm like, no, I'm leaving. And I packed all my stuff. I packed my bag and I'm ready to leave.
Damn, I'm trying to make me sound a little badass. And then you're like, no, that wasn't you.
Because you were like a mix. Like, I had to love you because you were like, you were mean, but then you were like flip it around and like make up for it by being so nice afterwards.
This is my nice part. So then, was it the bathroom situation or before that?
No, you begged me to stay first.
I begged you to stay. Okay, so I begged her to stay. I was like, no, cousin, please don't go. I'm sorry. You can answer the phone.
This is your house too. And like she helped me unpack my bags and put everything back to where it was. And then, but we were still kind of mad at each other. I was still mad at her. I decided to stay. I had so many places to be in Miami, Florida at the age of 8.
So she decided for the good well-being of everybody else.
Yeah, just to do you a favor, actually.
Yeah, so I want to break her heart. She decided to stay.
Yeah, I decided to stay. And then she very nicely helped me unpack my bags.
And then as every other fights ended, we would shower together.
So somehow we would go
both day
and then we go shower
at the same time.
You're so stupid. I think you're so stupid.
I was a badass 8-year-old. I was just talking about it was my time to shower. That's the time I used to shower. Like
you see that later time I would shower. And then she would go, cousin, I love you.
So then she would start crying too. So like a whole crying fest up in there.
Yeah, we've always been emo as hell. Alright. So that's the foundation of our relationship.
And then fast forward so like we were 11 or 12.
Yeah, 11.
No, 11-ish, 12-ish.
Yeah. Like
you
10,
moved to Long Island. Tia Maria, her mom, she finally got her papers. So I was in Jersey already. We moved when I was like 9 to Jersey. So they were in New York.
So I was in Long Island for like 6 months to a year before my mom finally got her papers and she was able to come. So we were in Long Island and she was in Newark, New Jersey. And that's how we kind of reconnected again. But we didn't really we were close, but like we'll come spend holidays together and like weekend trips.
And then little by little, mommy would start going over because it was like 2 hours or something like
2 or 3 hour drive.
2 or 3 hours. So So my mom would be like, she would go. I don't know, like it just became more and more throughout like the years went by. Like it was like more often that we would go over or they would come over.
And anytime we reconnect, we would go back to like that same 8-year-old. Like we'll tell each other everything or like tell each other stories.
We had our Rebelde time. We were watching Rebelde. We would bond over these novelas. Bond over Selena. And it's not fair how she died. And it was like, oh my god. So then eventually, I don't know, little by little, we just started getting closer. I started going over vacations. I started staying over for like weeks at a time, like summer vacation, I remember. Yeah, I would go for like, I would be the one sleeping over there for a while.
With Long Island, I have blurry memories. Like, I don't really remember much. Yeah. I remember like the trauma area. Like when my dad hit me in Thanksgiving, I remember you were there. Guillermo was there.
I remember that trauma.
Dark times, people. But then we moved to Newark. And that's when we really got close.
That's when we got close. You moved when?
It was 9th grade. I was
13.
I was still 12.
12.
Yeah.
You were 9?
Yeah. I started 9th grade at 12.
Yeah, they came from Jersey. They jumped everywhere. They went from Long Island to New Jersey to Utica to New Jersey to Utica to New Jersey. Then finally to Utica again.
Yeah. So the thing was that we were going through a lot, and so we moved to Newark in like a flash type thing. Well, I was actually in DR again. Yeah. I went from Long Island to DR.
And then my parents I remember I went to pick you up at the airport.
And then I came back home and my parents were in Newark already. So that's when we kind of reconnected again. And then 6 months later, my parents are like, we're buying a house in upstate New York. So they decide to move and there goes our thing. So but we're still connected. Like we still call each other, right? And you come visit. Yeah. So then 6 months later, we moved back. So you know what? Actually, I think that's when like we really got like the closest. We were already close, but like I feel like I was with you for like a month. Remember, like school here finished like a month earlier than Jersey, and you were in 8th grade at the time. Like she was a year back from me. It was the end of my freshman year, and it was the big end of your 8th grade. So I kind of went with all your 8th grade like stuff that you was doing. Remember we went to Rich Street together, and I met your friends. And, like, so I felt like I was in her circle, like I was included in her life for like a month. I think that bonded us even more.
And then once we were like both in high school, it was like so much fun. Yeah, we would go to the park because it was like a park where like everybody used to go after school. Like
we lived in the same building at first.
Yeah, we lived in the same building.
She lived up there. I lived in the first one. Real. Yeah, Broadway. Yeah, Broadway, Newark. And then we moved within the same town, but we were like a block
away.
And then we're still close. And then you
guys moved into the house right in front of where we moved. So it was like,
but you know what? That's when we were like actually not close at all.
Yeah,
because that's when I was.
She was finishing high school.
Yeah, I was already off to college, and we were kind of like, I was working and going to school.
Yeah,
and then like you have your whole life, and like we kind of grew apart in that moment.
Yeah. Every time we came together, it's just like no time had passed. Like we would always just like reconnect. Like even though, because I remember that like even like that, even though you had like your friends and whatever, like I used to like kind of sleep over sometimes or whatever, so we would talk. Yeah, we would talk for hours.
You know my friends.
Yeah,
most of them.
I hung out with them sometimes. She hung out with us sometimes. No, you never hung out with us. I hung out with you, like you, Arlene, sometimes and stuff.
But we never really we weren't allowed to like leave ever, like with friends. So it's not like we could hang out with friends. It was just like the ones that were allowed to come over my house, and then Kati was there. Yeah, we never really hung out. We walked around the block. That was our bonding time. Like we would ask permission just to walk outside the house and like literally just walk around to see cute guys in cars drive by.
That was our life.
Yeah. So, oh my god, why am I crying? Not like my eye got teary. It's okay. But anyways, we're gonna cut it here. This is our timeline of our cousinship. How we met, how we got close. So I hope you guys liked it. The next video we'll talk about how we maintain and
our
like
friendship and
our pet peeves about each other.
How we're similar, how we're different, how we make it work.
Yeah, because this is like a marriage that I didn't sign up for.
And a funny thing, how she always kept moving around, but then I ended up following her to where she ended up moving. So that's next time.
Because the girl's influential.
Okay, goodbye.
I was born an influencer, baby.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
She's
watching. Okay. She's okay.
Ew, did you see this? I'm back in high school. this.
Bye.